It's Friday, March 7th, the year 2025, also known as the smartest year ever. My name is Gordy, and today we are talking about daylight savings, where it came from, why it messes with our bodies a little bit, and whether it actually saves energy. My calendar says Sunday, March 9th is the beginning of daylight savings time. So we're about to be saving daylight. It's time to save daylight. It's daylight savings time. That makes sense, okay? So I'm posting a little early about it so that I can give you a little time to be able to whip out some of these facts when everyone's talking about it, about, whoa, there was a time change last night on Sunday morning. Yeah, let's just get right into it. Why not? Twice a year, millions of people engage in an unwilling time travel experiment known as daylight savings time, where the government legally gaslights us into believing it's an hour later than it really is. But who came up with this, and why do we keep doing it? The idea of shifting the clocks forward to take advantage of longer daylight hours has been floating around for centuries. The usual suspect, Benjamin Franklin, famously wrote about it in 1784, but his version was mostly a joke. He suggested people wake up earlier to save candle wax, not that the government should actually mess with time. But the real push came in 1916 when Germany became the first country to officially adopt it, daylight savings time, during World War I, hoping it would conserve coal by making people rely on sunlight instead of artificial lighting. By shifting an hour of daylight from the morning to the evening, people would use less electricity for lighting and heating in the early nighttime hours, theoretically reducing energy consumption. Well, other countries, including the USA, followed suit. Though after the war, most ditched it. Then World War II brought it back. After the war, we ditched it again. Then, in 1966, the U.S. made it official with the Uniform Time Act. And we've been stuck in this biannual cycle of existential dread and lost sleep ever since. So if you're like me, you're probably wondering, hey, if moving the clocks forward saves coal, why don't we just keep it like that all year? Well, the issue is winter mornings. If we stayed on permanent daylight savings time, sunrise in some places wouldn't happen until 8 or even 9 a.m. in the winter, meaning kids would go to school in total darkness. And the morning commutes would also feel like a scene from a horror movie, or just be a more boring horror movie, just that, existential dread and sadness, depression. But that's why we fall back in November, to shift some daylight back to the mornings during the darkest part of the year. Of course, this back and forth clock shifting is universally hated, which is why there have been repeated efforts to make either standard time or daylight savings time permanent. And so far, none have stuck. Now, here's some DST facts I wanted to share. One, apparently it doesn't actually save energy. Studies show modern energy savings from DST are minimal or non-existent, since we just use more air conditioning and electronics in the evenings. All right. Heart attacks and strokes spike after the spring switch, because losing an hour of sleep is apparently enough to put strain on the cardiovascular system. Not everyone plays along. Arizona and Hawaii, they said no thanks. Mahalo, no mahalo to DST, meaning if you visit Phoenix in March, your phone might be a little confused. Probably not, though. Then also there's an actual bill to kill it. The Sunshine Protection Act keeps getting proposed in Congress, aiming to make DST permanent, but Congress seems to be taking their sweet time on fixing time. So there you have it. Daylight saving time started as a war effort, turned into a sleep deprivation experiment, and continues to be an annual reminder that time is a social construct that we've agreed to make more annoying. Thank you to all my sources, which can be found in the YouTube description. Please leave a comment, follow, rate, like, subscribe, share this. All of that is really appreciated. I would really appreciate that. At Smartest Year Ever on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts for the full-length episodes. At Smartest Year Ever on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts for your daily 1-minute clips with all the art. You should check those out. They're fun. Even if you just watch this one, go watch the short version. Stay curious, stay clever on our quest to become the world's greatest conversationalists. I will see you tomorrow in the Smartest Year Ever.